You're in competition with so many other footballers, but you never got the opportunity to get a trial with a team. That's probably because you aren't aware of the fact when you need to contact them or who to contact. So in this video, I'll show you who to contact, when to contact, to ensure yourself some football trials. There are many ways of getting yourself some football trials, whether that is through a footballing agency, an agent, or any other way. You can get an open trial with teams. An open trial is when a club opens its doors to absolutely everyone. So that way, they can enter into the trial to be able to showcase their skills amongst other players. Open trials usually happen when clubs put on their social media posts or on posters about them opening a trial for absolutely everyone. And whether you find a social media post or a poster like this, you want to contact a member of a club via an email or number, which would be on the poster or the social media post regarding the trial, to ensure that you enter into the competition. These don't happen very often, so keep your eyes peeled for them. You may get an invitational trial for the club, otherwise known as a closed trial. These usually happen when you email a club, the head of academy from that club, or someone within the team, which would allow you to gain an opportunity for an invitational trial so you can showcase your skills with the players on the team. Many clubs receive hundreds of emails per day, so it's very unlikely for you to get a trial opportunity with them unless you know who to send that email to. You don't want to send the email directly to the club. You want to send these emails to the club's head of academy or even any other coaches within the club. These emails could be read by the coaches and could be sent upwards to the head of academy, which they would then review their options and decide whether you deserve the trial. A lot of the times the clubs will do a background check on you to see who you played for within your career. They would see whether they are lacking within these options in their current squad, and they would see the current squad member you are being compared to of how they are performing. This happens well before the club offers you a chance for a trial. But you must also remember which times is the best to email clubs for a trial. The best times to email a club would be during mid-season, around the December-January times, and during the summer. During these times, a lot more players could be injured, therefore they will need more new players. Or after the season just ended, because that time would be when pre-season would start and when the teams would be looking for newer players. They would look for new players due to injuries, or the current squad members are underperforming, or the clubs just want to give you a shot and see how you do. I would assume for the younger players you could just email the clubs at any time, however I may be mistaken. Another way to get football trials is through football agencies, such as MLS Next in America, DS Football Academy in Spain, UK Football Trials, PFSA, and ProDirect Academy here in the UK. And there are a lot more all around the world. These places would play games against other footballing academies to showcase your skills against their academy and their coaches. However, they could also make you play against each other and have a lot of scouts on the sidelines watching. This may sound really good, and I'm sure it is. However, there is a fee which must be paid to provide you such an opportunity. I went to one of these trials in Spain with DS Football Academy, and I returned back to the UK having 5 academy offers and played 2 professional football matches in Spain. Another way to get trials is by getting scouted. Oh, but I play so many good games, but no scouts ever come and watch. Trust me, the scouts do come and watch. They always see scouts come all the time to watch games. If one didn't come up to you during a game, then they probably thought you weren't good enough, or they think that person in the current squad position is better than you. Plus, you can't just wait and hope for scouts to come to your games. The best way to get scouts to come and watch you play in your games is by getting into cup finals, as that way they are watching everyone from the highest of competitions. Or you could just email scouts, coaches, head of academies, as that way they can maybe send someone out to see and watch you play, to then decide whether you deserve a trial or not. When you email these clubs, you could ask for a trial, but you could also ask them to come and watch your games. For example, you email a head of academy and you ask them to come and watch your next 3 games, or to send someone out. So you send the fixture list of your next 3 games to the scout or to the head of academy, whoever you send the email out to. They might just send someone out and watch you play. Another way to get trials is to convince your friend who is already in the academy to ask for the coach's email, so then you can send an email to the coaches directly, or you could just convince your friend to tell the coach that he has a friend which wants to have a trial for the club. And you never know, they might just give you the opportunity. But if you don't ask, you won't ever know. Another way of getting trials is through agents. Agents have many direct contacts with teams, coaches, head of academies, etc., which could just provide you the direct opportunity for a trial. The ways you get an agent is through LinkedIn, trying to have a chat with them to then maybe provide you a trial. This could arguably be the best way to gain yourself a trial. However, remember who you are putting your trust into. You must ensure that the agent has experience, or if they are new to the agency, then you must ensure that they have a solid plan to ensure yourself a trial. Meaning that you must know how they'll contact the clubs and which clubs they will contact. You must not pay the agent beforehand. If they ask for upfront cost, do not give it to them. You only give money once you sign for a club. If you sign a pro contract, then you give them a percentage of your wage for an X amount of time. If you sign for an academy, then you give them a little bit of money, but ensure to ask them beforehand, just before they try to scam you. Placing your trust into an agent is a risk, as they could just not care about you and send you to a team which you've never even heard of. Some agents just send you into a team which they are sure you'll get into, but it's not going to benefit you for your own improvement. That's why the best course of action is to look for agents which are newer to the scene but have some experience in what they are doing, as they won't have that many clients to worry about, meaning that you are more focused, and ensure they are good with their work and enthusiastic to help you. Try to talk with an agent before discussing anything, as that way you can get to know them a little bit better and see where you are at with the agents you are choosing. Comment trial if you got to this bit in the video. And there's one more very important thing when contacting these teams. As teams receive hundreds of emails per day, you must ensure you are contacting the right person, and when you know who you are contacting, you must also know how to write an email. Because they may just read the email and think, nah, or, well, I don't really know anything about you, so no. That's why you must write them a very good footballing CV and a highlight video attached to the email, so they can see you more as a player and see your professionalism within the CV. Because if you do that, then they will read the email, be impressed, and maybe just increase your chances of getting that opportunity for a trial. The football CV should include your playing career and competitions you won, your height, weight, date of birth, BMI, third foot, current club, short description about your attributes, photo of your face, position you play in, phone number, email, nationality, social media handles if you want, and most importantly, references. These references must be from coaches you played for or trained with. It cannot be a friend or a parent, as that can come across heavily biased. You want to write down the name, email and phone number in case the clubs do contact them to see whether you are lying or not, or even see the opinion they have of you. For the football highlight video, you want to add a short little description before you start the video. The video should be around 3 to 6 minutes long, gathering all your best clips from your games. I'll make a more in-depth tutorial describing the football highlight video and the football CV